Hi, I'm Tracy Heatley and welcome to the Better Marketing Podcast, bringing you marketing magic in minutes. In this episode, we're going to explore how to truly connect with your target audience by speaking their language. This isn't just about using the right words, it's about aligning your marketing message with the core values and the needs of your audience. Whether you're aiming to reach a new demographic or deepen your relationship with your existing customers, this episode will provide you with practical strategies to enhance your communication and ensure that your marketing message hits home. Let's dive into the art of audience communication. First of all, I want to talk to you about understanding your audience. The first step in an effective communication is thoroughly understanding who you're talking to. This means going way beyond the basic demographics to grasp the motivations, the challenges, and the preferences of your audience. Tools like audience segmentation and persona development, you may have heard it as buying persona or customer avatar. All of these things can help you create detailed profiles of your typical customers. Next, let's look at the importance of adapting your message. Once you understand your audience, you know your customer, it's crucial to tailor your marketing messages. This adaptation might involve things like changing your language style, perhaps your tone, or even the platforms that you're using to reach your potential customers in ways that better suits the preferences of your different audience segments. So, for example, professional language and detailed content might resonate well on LinkedIn, while a more casual tone, for example, might be best suited to TikTok or Instagram. One of the things that can be overlooked when it comes to marketing is the cultural sensitivity and localization. This is particularly important when dealing with international markets. Cultural sensitivity and localization are key. This involves more than just translating your message. It requires adapting your approach to fit cultural norms and expectations. Simple things like understanding local holidays, traditions, and taboos can make a massive difference in how your message is perceived. Sometimes it might be the way that you dress if you're attending a face-to-face meeting. So it's really important that you're aware of those cultural sensitivities and adapting to suit. Obviously, that's not going to be applicable to all businesses, but generally, I would be aware of that. Even right here in the UK, between different towns and regions, we have our own localised phrases that we use. So I think they're really good to be aware of as well, because then if you're targeting potential customers in different areas, even here in the UK, it's worth being aware of because you can adapt your messages to incorporate that. And that way, when your potential customers or your customers read your marketing messages or hear your marketing messages, depending on which marketing platforms you're using to reach them, it will resonate with them. And that's really the ultimate aim when you're creating your marketing messages. Next, I'd look at using feedback to refine your approach. Feedback is a goldmine of improving communication. Regularly gather and analyse feedback from your audience to refine your approach. This can be done through things like surveys, social media interactions, and direct customer feedback. Sometimes even looking at your engagement on your social media can tell you a lot about which posts, for example, on social media are more popular with your target audience. So it's really worth gauging, monitoring, and really learning the insights into your customers' behaviours, both online and offline. Their feedback is invaluable to your business. Not only does it improve your message, but it also helps you to build trust with your audience as well, because you're communicating that way that what you're doing is trying to adapt your approach to make sure that for your products and services, you're giving your customers exactly what they want. So just to give you a quick example, really, I worked with a client that had a successful brand and they were looking to target a much younger audience. And so because of that, they adapted the communication strategy. So what we were doing was putting a new plan together, new strategies together to target a much younger demographic than the company had targeted before. The products and services were remaining the same, but we couldn't do the marketing in the same way. It had to change so that the marketing messages resonated with a younger audience. And so for that reason, we utilised platforms like Snapchat and TikTok, and also looked at employing influencers that resonated with that demographic. The marketing messages were different because there was a more playful and meme-driven communication style than we'd ever used before. And that significantly boosted their engagement. So can you see how it's not just about your message, it's about choosing the right pathways, the right platforms and the right ways and methods to reach your target audience. So if you are looking to diversify and target new demographics, you need to reassess your strategy and put a strategy together specifically for them. Just to give you another example, I worked on a project for an optician's practice. This was many, many years ago, and they were looking to diversify, wanted to know if there was a market for contact lenses for children. Now, the way that we developed those marketing messages, the way we communicated, but the target audience was the parents and the children, because we needed the marketing messages to hit home with the children, but more importantly, we needed the marketing messages to resonate with the parents. We also needed to make sure that we were respectful of the way that we did the marketing, to make sure that situations didn't occur, for example, where a child might want to wear contact lenses, but the family might not have the budget for that. So we were very sensitive in the way we developed the marketing campaigns. I think, if I remember correctly, I think this was back in about 2005, 2006. And now that's a really big market for the business because we did it right, because we made sure that the marketing messages resonated with the right people. The marketing platforms that we used made sure that we were reaching the target audience in the right way. And the way that we delivered it, we were delivering it at the right time. So there's no way running a campaign like that we could have used the same methods and the same messaging that we'd used previously for the usual target market. So really think about segmenting and breaking your customers down, and then really truly understanding how your customers behave in different segments so that you're developing the right messages to suit them, because it will help massively further down the line. If you're going to action this now, pick one particular target audience, work on that, develop new strategies for that, develop new marketing message for that particular segment. And if you're struggling with it, get in touch with me, because I'll be able to help you with it. Really focus on what the pain points are, what the behaviours are, and develop messages to suit. Choose platforms to reach them, and then be very, very specific in your marketing messages. I worked with a client recently that came through my strategy cycle program, and actually the section of it where we work specifically on this and breaking down the target market had the biggest impact. And she literally changed her messages to reach her target audience. She changed her messages on socials that evening so that from the following day, the marketing messages changed. And by 10 o'clock the next morning, she'd had bookings for a program that she'd put together. So it's really worth doing. If you're thinking that it was going to take time and you're busy, or you haven't got the tools to do it, if you've not got the tools or know how to do it, then get in touch with me and I'll be able to help you with it. If you have got the time, then do it. And if you haven't, make the time to do it, because the rewards will be massive. If you're putting out the right messages to the right people in the right place at the right time, it will really help your marketing success. To wrap up this episode, effective communication with your target audience is about more than just broadcasting your message. It's about meaningful engagement and building relationships by speaking their language. If you enjoyed these insights, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast and do leave me a review. And if you want more information and more free resources to help you, visit my website, because there's loads of free resources on there. You can download my business and marketing strategy guide. And if you do that as well, you could be in with a chance to win a free power hour with me. All you need to do is leave a review, download the guide, and when you download the guide from the website, use the code POD2025. You can get all this information from the website, which is tracyheatley.com. That's TracyHeatley.com. I'm Chartered Marketer Tracy Heatley, and I thank you so much for listening to this episode of Better Marketing, Marketing Magic in Minutes. And the next episode, I will have a special guest, Richard Singleton from Why Us Marketing. And Richard and I will be talking about honing in and reaching out to your clients and your customers and your target market on digital marketing platforms. You're going to get some fantastic tips from Richard and things that you can action and put into your business now. In the meantime, remember, better marketing, better business.